whatever, right? Whatever. You know what? Sorry for the noises. I do have an earphone somewhere. I know I do. I know. La 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 la. Somewhere. I think. I'm reaching in a bag. A bag, reaching in a bag. I feel batteries in a bag. Alright. Shoot. See, what I did was, on the microphone, I put these little black marks to remind myself that even though these earphones look amazing and they're like so clean and beautiful, you know, and they have the little adapter and everything and they're ready to go, they are, as they would say, I think in Armenian, skita. They are skita. Skita! Anyway, why am I doing a video and why have we been 1 minute and 20 seconds into technical difficulties? Because that seems to be what the community does. Just letting you know. Update. But you didn't need that update. But here's an update. Here we go. Let's do this better. We are amateur videographers of ourselves. Okay? Amateur. But yet, masters of communication. Because look it. I'm on video. And I'm all over the world. Yeah! Bitches. Yeah. So here I am driving, and as I'm driving to my destination, I'm reflecting that it's a sunny day. I went to the post office and was just elated at how nice and warm it is, how sunny it is, and you know, I actually said to somebody as I'm walking by them, because usually as humans we kind of just like duck down and don't look at people and whatever. I said, "Yay, the sun!" You know, like I'm like worshiping it. The sun! And he's like, "Isn't it great?" And I'm like, "Yes." And just that one exchange of energy between that man and me, like, it's just amazing. Because it's like, I know that his day is awesome, my day is awesome, and we're just gonna do, go. So I'm feeling great. And then I go to get gas, and the gas station's having problems with all their tanks, little thingies. I'm like, I got enough gas to get to my destination. I'm not worried about it. I'm not going to be cheap Charlie and be like, oh my god, you know, I got to get gas from this one place, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, get rolling on my destination here. So I did. Because it's like you got that yin and the yang, right? And you got that good and the bad, and you got that little piece of goodness inside that darkness. You got that little piece of darkness inside that goodness, and that's the world of duality of 3D. So once you realize that and you live within that, and you know that every time there's a badness, you can hook onto that whiteness and pull yourself out, right? You can just go through white, or if you see it as dark, as black, because I always see black as having all the colors of the rainbow. So many colors, it's so thick with light, it's black. It's like, but other people will argue with me, of course, that white has all the light in it. And that's okay. However you interpret it, that's up to you. Totally you. You. Alright, so the point of this video, here we go. As I'm driving to my destination, to get to my destination, through a destination little area to get to this destination, to be at this destination right here, right now, next to this big old truck, what's this, 888, Touchins Trucking. Hello, where are you from? Kind of curious. Anyway, I kind of felt like right here, like a shortness of breath, and felt anticipation, or see, I'm using positive words. I felt dread, or like the heaviness of my heart, or like I couldn't breathe, or something was happening. Like I could feel like, right? So as I'm driving to get to this ramp to get on this highway, I realized that I'm feeling other energies. I'm feeling like other people's energies, and I'm starting to realize that I can control my thoughts, my feelings, my emotions, because I know how they're energies, right? So it's okay to wallow and sit in sadness and sit in guilt or sit in whatever it is you want to sit in. But there's that whiteness inside there, or darkness, or however you want to see it. There's a loop inside there. There's a circle. There's a loophole, right? There's a circle loophole in the yin yang that you can grab onto and pull yourself out of there. And be like, all right, I've been here long enough. I'm going to go to the middle of it. I'm going to think of it as a drain and go whoop. So, but don't use that thought on like when you're feeling the goodness and the happiness and whatever. You don't want to like go zipping down the little doodah day drain. So my whole point is, oh my gosh, like I'm feeling everybody's stuff. So if I'm sensitive and I know that, and I'm feeling everybody else's stuff, I need to start to remember when I feel that stuff and I start to react, it might not even be my own stuff. Like I'm sitting here feeling this like, you know, and so it's like, gotta learn how to, you know, like, so what I did was I started to breathe, you know, like I brought the breath down inside me. And that's what they mean about all this stuff since 2017, since I awoke, since I was aware, since I was like, you know, oh yeah, there's other people doing this stuff, and there's like all this other stuff I could learn about chakras and energy and magnetics, and it's like grand central sun and astrology. You know, and the Roman Catholic Church isn't all bad. We come together as a community, we pray, we do good things. You know, that's the world I live in. That's the timeline I came from. The Roman Catholic Church was a good Catholic Church, you know, and it was a very good Catholic Church for a very long time. And then as we merged all the realities together, there's some weird, sick stuff. You know what I mean? Like, but there's weird, sick stuff in every religion, in every society, in every community, in every racial background, blah, 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 economical, something, something, male and woman and child, da, da, da. And then once you know that it's just this all, everybody's just in harmony of disharmony, in the middle, find yourself right there, smack in the middle, to discern yourself out. Discern, concern, discern, right? Cern. So people start off at cern, right? Then they start to realize they have concern. Then they start to move on to discern. Discern, what does discern mean? Look it up, D-I-S-C-E-R-N. Discern, to discern. Wouldn't dis mean to not cern? So cern is what? To overthink things? To overanalyze, to over-scientific, guys. Look at my little nose. It shall show the white nose light bearer. Shall show the white nose, the light nose bearer. I am a torchbearer. It shall show the nose light bearer. Bringing the news to you. News. Fake news. It's your news. Your news. Anything that's happening to me might not be happening to you because you are transcribing it the way you want it to be through your subconscious, inside of you, your universe, your own song, your own tone, your phrase. I got 4 lanes here, guys. I got lots of room. I got long legs. Don't worry about me. Doop. All right, so what I'm trying to say here is I recognize, and I'm still working it out. I'm still feeling it. I'm still trying to understand it. And I even said it to my girlfriend yesterday, or maybe the day before, because time is an illusion. Time is an illusion. So here we are. I said to her that we're getting a little snippy at each other. And you have 2 sensitive people that can reflect each other, that are feeling a certain energy that's inside like our area where we live. And it could have been brought up by the neighbors. It could have like floated right on over on some wispy little puffy air. And here we are catching it and clearing it for someone else. And I'm like, dude, because you know, in New England we call everybody dude. Dude. I know we do it everywhere else too. Dude. I'm like, dude. That SHIT might not even be our own stuff. So let's like step away from it and just be like, what the beep? And just kind of like laugh at it because someone else needs to do their work. And if they're churning up some stuff and they're bringing it your way and it's smelling time, and you're like, what the heck? And you're like, breathe and let someone else deal with their own energy caca-ness. Because we're done. That's it. We resign. Which is actually a syndrome. Resign syndrome. You can look at it on Netflix. Resignation Syndrome. I think that our children are being born with so much light that when they are challenged with such a dense world and tragedy and trauma, that they shut them down. I censored myself. They shut them down. I won't even mouth the word. These kids. There is a show on Netflix called I'll have to look it up. I'll put it down below. I swear to God, I'll put it down below. On Netflix, something about my life, something. But you gotta search for it, because it isn't gonna be easy to find. Because you're gonna be rolling around with all the mass shootings and all the murders and all the people like losing it. And Resignation Syndrome. Look it up. Google it. Google it. These poor kids. They are refugees from other countries, mostly the former Russian countries. I think in the southern area. And they made it to Switzerland, and their families make it to Switzerland, and then something goes on where their asylum is not going to go through, and they're going to have to be kicked out. And the kids know the language so well that they know the verdict of what's going on and what's happening, because they know this Swiss language, that they just shut down. They just completely become Sleeping Beauty. It's funny, in the Netflix they call it Snow White. So they're using like the white forest and the ice and the snow to depict a frozen, right? Like a person that's frozen. And they use the Snow White analogy, which is kind of wrong. It's supposed to be Sleeping Beauty, see? So they become Sleeping Beauties. There's a boy named Karen. There's a little girl named, Dasha, I believe, yeah? And she's 7 and he's 12. And these kids, they're different families. There's other kids in the family, and they become comatose. They just sleep, and they become non-responsive. They don't eat, and so they end up having a tube in their nose, and the Resignation Syndrome. And then even in the show, it's really interesting. Once the family is feeling secure, the mother, the father, everybody, they finally got like a good verdict in Switzerland that they could stay. They start to come out of it, and it's really awesome. I won't tell you the ending and stuff, but it does have a good ending with one of the children. They get to show the whole, so it's really good. So Resignation Syndrome. So the children are being born with more light, I swear, in that they're knocking it into our heads that we gotta stop this violence, this thing of violence. And last night, PBS, they had a good show, I think it was like 2 hours long, about, are we in a more peaceful world? And it is undeniable facts of how murder rates, crime rates, all these rates have decreased since, guess what? The Dark Ages. And why? We have more light. We're bringing more light. We are on a rotation and moving around this. I gotta get over to the right. We are coming through a different place in the universe that we've been before that has more light, and we are getting more light in us. We are, or whatever you want to call it. I'm only using a limited language to describe what's happening. Oh my gosh, this is a short video, and it's now 13, 14 minutes long. But there's a lot of stuff in it. It's Shell, the light bear nose girl, mouth person, shiny face. Shell, the shiny face, being a torchbearer, showing the light to people. Do you even believe her? Do you believe me? I don't care. Yeah, I don't care. So what I'm learning about myself is I can see things with my eye. It's my right eye for some reason. I don't know why. But some things I'm reading is about my right eye. And then I have the ability, my throat chakra's connected, to communicate what I see and also change the lexicon and to bring in new words. And here's some new words for you. Yay! Limor, and Solmore. Sorry, Jay. Jay and I cooked these up. Solmore, Solmore, or maybe you don't have any. I don't know. I'll have to look that up. Solmore and Soles as in SOLESS, Soles. So I am kind of about time, right? I'm a little bit of a snob on time. And when someone says, well, you know, it's 4:30 now and the sun goes down and it goes down earlier, and I'm like, no, it goes down when it's supposed to go down. We rotate out of its sun rays when we're supposed to. The time is correct. So what you're saying is during the day we have less sun, so less. So we are in a less period. That's funny. Less, like less soul, like soul, sun. So less soul. Maybe it's less soul. Yeah, that's it. That's what it is. Less soul. Because soulless sounds like soulless, you know. Less soul, because it almost sounds like Lysol, but it's less soul. Lessol. Less soul. So we're in a less soul period here on the northern hemisphere of the Americas, of the Earth, of whatever you want to call Earth, her, you know, Her Majesty, thy lovely light place, all sorts of things. And then when we go into summertime, we have more soul. More soul. Yeah, I love it. More soul. We have more soul. So I love it when we have more soul, but right now we're in less soul. Less soul. Ooh, the airplane is just floating there like there's nothing around it. It's really neat. Like it's kind of just hovering. Alright, this is it for my video. Chock full of nuts. I promised you the name of the movie for Netflix about Resignation Syndrome. So, you know, and in the movie, the parents do have a tone. They say that they have a tone, and they are exchanging love with their child, and the child can sense it, and then they start to wake up. So it's love. It's like that kiss. It's like Sleeping Beauty when the prince comes and gives him a kiss. Gives her a kiss. Gender, what's gender? Gives him a kiss, all right? Sleeping Beauty with a boy. Oh my God, let's write that. Sleeping Beauty is a boy, right? And a boy comes and gives him a kiss. Why not? Why the heck not? All right, it's already been done. Got it. Totally quantum. I get it. Love you guys. Bye.